breaking news with Mort Krim.
What's going on?
Jamo got arrested.
No.
This is according to Channel 7. Let's see. Detroit police are investigating why Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams was released from custody after officers prepared to arrest him over a gun found underneath his seat on the passenger side.
Is anyone going to apologize to me?
Avoided arrest.
I don't know when it sounds like he avoided it, so it sounds like it happened a while ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. You want to see the Channel 7 story?
Yeah.
There you go.
Jamo.
Oh,
man. I mean, he didn't get arrested, so I guess that...
Well, I think the question is why, why didn't he get arrested? And I think the answer is because it's Jameson Williams.
Exactly. The question answers itself.
Yeah.
But if he's not, my question is he going to be forced to miss another game? And I don't think so. If he didn't get arrested, won't they say, well, they decided not to arrest him. He didn't do anything wrong. It's crazy. I got to believe it's his brother's fault.
Well, yeah. His brother can't catch touchdowns. Isn't that how it works?
Jamo's turned his act around. Sort of.
I thought he did. I was snowed.
I hate all this off-season talk. They're like the Javi bias. Oh, my God, he's working so hard. We think he's going to come back to his old levels.
Everything off-season is nothing but positivity.
Yeah, well, that's what they did with Jameson Williams, and everyone bought into it. I heard so many people before the season saying, oh, he's going to explode this year. And he's played better, but, all the excitement over him last year I thought was way overblown. He caught 25 passes.
Yeah.
This year, I've been impressed. I think he's played a lot better.
I want to know if the fact that this individual was a Detroit Lions player, did that play a factor in the decision-making?
It's just after midnight on October 8th, and near the corner of Connor and Jefferson, two Detroit police officers are pulling over a driver for speeding.
Detroit police, you know I'm stopping you?
In the passenger seat of the black Audi is Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams.
He's a passenger.
Driving the car is his brother.
Before you started trying any weapons in the vehicle? Yeah, you a CPL holder? Yeah. Okay, where's your CPL at? Alrighty. Any other weapons in the vehicle besides that one? You got another one. Where's that one at? You don't gotta reach for it. It's over there with him.
Gotta have a bunch
Officers
of guns
said
with
they
you.
found the second gun under Jameson Williams' seat.
Well, it's his brother's, like you said,
both
Drew.
weapons, finding that the first, found in the back seat, was registered to Williams' brother, who had a concealed pistol license. The gun under Williams' seat was registered to him, but he didn't have a CPL. And that, the officer concluded,
Pause for a second.
was a problem.
How many total guns are in the car?
Two.
Just two, okay.
Yeah, there was the CPL
Each-
owned by
they
the
each
brother
have
in the
their own.
back. And then Jamo put his gun underneath the seat.
Why do they both need guns?
You gotta carry guns in case you gotta shoot somebody. Drew, dumbass. You gotta kill somebody.
Take you out, okay? What? You're gonna start for carrying a concealed weapon, and I'm just explaining it to you so I can be transparent. But it's my weapon, sir. Okay?
It's clear from the stop that
But
the
it's my
officer
weapon.
does not know who Williams is, but repeatedly, he would remind him.
Only because I play for the Lions, bro. I'm Jameson Williams. Bro, I play
Wait, pause. Wait. He said, only cause I play for the Lions?
Yep, bro, I play for the Lions.
No, but he was acting like the only reason they're arresting him is cause I play for the Lions. Isn't that what he was suggesting?
Yeah, that's why they pulled him over in the first place. Everybody knows as soon as the Lions get hot, you got to take their players down.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
Next week, it's going to be like
He says it again,
Ragnow.
bro.
Sir, I understand you play for the Lions. That doesn't give you like any. I know, but I can call somebody right now that you can talk to. Bro.
At one point, Williams' brother tells police that the gun belongs to him. But during the stop, the Lions wide receiver admits the gun is his.
I got the gun for protection. Do y'all know where I live at? Detroit.
Despite his celebrity status,
There's your
Williams
answer.
is handcuffed and placed in the back of the squad car. DPD Commander Michael McGinnis says that was the right call.
I feel that there was probable cause to arrest and that he was under arrest by the patrol
What are you, a
officer.
Bears fan?
And because of that, he should have been conveyed to the Detroit Detention Center and processed.
But Williams wasn't taken to jail.
Sorry.
Instead, a supervisor was called to the scene. The department says that's not unusual for a high-profile stop. It's a precaution to make sure I's are dotted and T's are crossed. So within a few minutes, a sergeant arrives on scene.
What's his name? This. Jameson Williams.
9-5, go get.
The wide receiver?
Okay.
Hang on.
Unlike the responding
Hang on.
officers, the sergeant is a Lions fan.
All right.
That's made clear by looking at his cell phone. Over the next 30 minutes, the sergeant will make a
He
series
opens
of
his phone, he's
phone
got
calls
a
to
line.
high-ranking officials trying to determine if Williams needed to be arrested or if the driver's concealed pistol license covered both his and Williams' gun. At one point, the sergeant can be heard whispering something to the arresting officer's partner.
He indicated he was so mad at them. And I think what he was referring to was the arresting officers, I assume in a jovial way, for them having made the traffic stop and detained the passenger.
After conferring with multiple supervisors, the sergeant makes 2 more phone calls, and it sounds like Williams is about to be taken to jail.
Well, be advised, he's coming in. You might want to make special accommodations. He's going to be going for carrying a concealed weapon.
But minutes later, everything changes. The sergeant speaks to a lieutenant who says Williams should be released from custody.
Oh.
We can't hear his side of the conversation.
Okay, beautiful. I'm good to let him go? You're a hero. Thank you so much.
You're a
Williams
hero.
is taken out
Wow.
of cuffs. His gun is returned. A police report is not written. No warrant.
Must be on his
request was
fantasy
submitted
team.
to the
His gun
prosecutor.
is
The
returned.
chief was very unhappy
that's
about
even more
the
odd.
totality of the circumstances here. Even to go as far as say he was pissed off.
Tonight, Detroit police have launched an internal affairs investigation into this case and the decision not to arrest the Lions wide receiver. Late last week, a warrant request was submitted to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, with Williams facing a charge of carrying a concealed weapon in a motor vehicle.
Quite naturally, I think the probable cause was there for an arrest on this particular individual. And my concern in this particular case is to make sure that we have done everything legitimately in this case.
It's the end of it.
Can't this guy just be a little bit more cautious?
Wait, so
He had a
everybody.
good game after that. He had 3 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown against Dallas.
Well, that's great because he got off. So, but
Everybody who lives in Detroit has to carry around a gun with them. It's necessity.
Pretty much.
well, then why does he get a CPL like his brother?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, that's the problem. I mean, he's just risking arrest every time he gets pulled over.
Remember,
Got to have a car, an unregistered, a non-CPL gun in the car all the time. You're going to get pulled over.
I remember, wasn't it C.J. Gardner Johnson who said the only people in Detroit, or any of the only 2 Lions guys that would even go to Detroit were him and Jameson. So, yeah, I think Jameson, I don't know what he's been up to.
I just, that bullshit about, because I'm a member of the Lions. Yeah, they're going to fuck with him because he's a member of the Lions. That's bullshit. It's the exact opposite. I hate that he fucking said that.
Oh, boy.
So I guess this will be a big nothing, and he'll serve a suspension
for
and come
him,
back, and
for him
then
it's a big nothing.
we'll wait for the next one.
The police are the one they're going to get shit now.
Yeah, so now what, cops are going to get suspended or whatever because they gave a break to Jameson Williams, who had to say 99 times that he's Jameson. I mean, that sucks. I don't want the police to get in trouble either. But, that's a fine line. When you start letting people off just because of who they are, I'm sure a lot of Lions fans are happy, but at the same time, it's pretty shitty if you get pulled over the same thing and you get taken in. I mean, obviously, it's fairly serious. Oh, man.
Jamo.
Well, he'll be in the lineup next week, I guess.
I'm looking at Twitter. People are attacking Ross Jones for being a narc.
Ross Jones is a fucking narc.
That's his job. His job is to be a narc.
I know. He's the one that told Ronnie he was getting ahead of his skis on Twitter.
Oh, Ross Jones was?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was Ross Jones. He's kind of a bummer. Yeah, could they have passed on that story? They have to do that.
That's a pretty good story.
It's a good story. I agree. It's going to get lots of
I would
looks.
pass on it.
Yeah, that
No.
it's a continuation of this thing. We keep getting more and more trouble out of Jamo. It doesn't seem to end.
Well, I don't know. What do you do if you're the Lions, honestly? What do you do with this guy?
You keep playing him
Can't
because he's
stop.
amazing and he's
Yeah.
fast. And
Is he that amazing? Really?
Yes.
There's other receivers
Yes.
you can get.
he
You
is
can't get him right now, but I mean, in the off season,
he is the second best receiver on the team. You want him on that team.
oh, he should be the best receiver on the team.
Wow, that's Amon Ra.
But don't you think in the off season, I'm being serious, don't you have to consider the fact that this guy is really, I mean, that's a lot of 4 games last year, 2 games this year. This other thing, there were some really stupid tweets, too, last year. I don't know about this year. I don't follow him on Twitter, but there's a lot of guys who can get 1,000 yards receiving. He hasn't even done it once yet, and I don't know if he will do it. He's missing 2 games, and I don't know if he's going to get in trouble for this.
I don't know.
Will they let him off the hook for this?
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, yeah, he did.
Well, but he wasn't arrested, so did he?
No, I know. He got a break.
Did he do anything wrong?
He got a break. But I mean, if you get a couple Detroit policemen fired for giving you a break, that's not a good thing.
They're not going to get fired. They'll get
suspended.
They'll get reprimanded.
Whatever. I mean,
maybe suspended with
that
pay.
sucks.
No, it totally sucks for them.
So they're in trouble,
But I
but
don't
he's
know-
not.
Yeah.
Stop breaking the law!
I mean,
If I were him,
what are you going to suspend every NFL player that has a gun?
I'd feel no. If they're using their guns legally, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And they, by the way, a lot of them do have guns, and I'm sure they probably do use them legally because otherwise there'd be a lot more people arrested. But yeah, there are a significant number of arrests for that.
I think he's mad at his brother for getting pulled over for driving.
What'd you do?